with that St. Mary. St. Mary was there. St. Mary was there.
Oh, you gotta be careful, you know. Yeah, man, yeah, careful.
ADDT fam, blessed day to you. It's another beautiful day. It's not a little, it's really hot, but even though it's hot, it's a beautiful day. We have life, and when we have life, we can just say it's good. You know, I am just checking in with you to see, you know, just a little checking in, a little sit down and talk, and maybe a little motivation for some people. Me of myself do need some motivation. But yes, it's a beautiful day. We got a little rain a few days ago, but it's back to square one with the heat. Yeah, so I just want to say, hope everything is good, and that whenever you get to watch this video, you just crack up your foot, lay back in your bed. In spite of the circumstances, you got a lot to be thankful for. Yeah, we are blessed up Sophia. She's back home. She's back home by this. So, Mrs. Sono, see Sophia come look for me and all of that, you know. So Sophia, bless up yourself. Enough love and blessing to those. And if you're new here, welcome and thank you. Remember to go back to my older videos, because like picking up here now, you might just not understand what is happening on this channel. So I just want you to go back as you get some time and watch some of our older videos, and then you can get to be up to date with us. We have been lacking with content on this channel, but you know what, sometimes when life slows you down, when the journey of life slows you down in whatever you're doing, just accept it, welcome it, and make the best of it. Most of the times it's for a reason. And two, when you are just having a relationship with the Spirit of God, and when you ask Him and He does what He does, just learn to accept it. It is for the good, the better, not the good, the better. You know, so we're a little bit slowing on content. No, we're not going to St. Mary as often. Sometimes we do go often, but we don't even post. You know, I'm saying my project is on standstill now. Come and tell myself, first set of work, the first workman messed me up. These workmen that you were seeing to on my camera, they have messed me up too. So I've just got to let it be. I'm working on to get myself other workmen to start it, but I'm just working with the process. It's going slow, but whether we start back again soon working, and as you know, you're not gonna see much of mine, as I tell you. So Boshu is on hold, I am on hold, because I'm me, I do the thing, you understand? So I'm honored to be slowed down, because I was actually tired too, physically. I was tired. I was just so tired, because I couldn't be dealing with all them hardware prices, and then workmen just slipping up, and just, you know, when you're not there and they do their own thing. But that's a whole different scenario. I have accepted. At one point it was so hard for me. I started worrying myself and getting all act up with other stuff that was happening to me in where I was living at the prior place, and I was just taking everything to heart. So God slowed down everything, and I thank the Lord Jesus. When things are going too hard and the Lord slows you down, accept it, slow down, take a break, and wait. But we will be getting back there. All of that. Yeah, because you know, say yes, I St. Mary will say, all when we're not there, St. Mary. I'm having some water. I've had my tea, some hot tea already, and I'm having some water right now because it's like actually really humid in the early morning. It's not even 9 in the a.m. as yet, but I'm taking this opportunity to check in with you and to say thanks for watching. Thanks to the new people. Thanks to those who are clicking onto my videos. Remember to make sure that you are watching the ads, and remember most of all to leave me a comment below as we grow on this Jamaican Debbie Debs train. So much more to come. Some story time. I am almost at starting my story time. Some things that you don't even know, but at the point now I have to be, you know how I am putting my story time stuff together. You know, I just don't want to bend anybody be hurt. I just want to tell my story, to share my hurt and my pain, but at the same time I don't want anybody to be hurt, because people are gonna watch And they're going to feel, people who know the story are going to watch. Some people are going to feel guilty too. And some people are going to be able to attest. But I'm telling you, I'll be telling it with no malicious feeling, just sharing to let you know that this journey of life, sometimes the struggling, the hardships, the mountains that we climb, they came or they come not to do us any harm, but just to make us strong. I mean, we are going to say, Debbie, if you make us strong, I would have said that some years ago too. Oh, they may something, oh, they may work for trial and tribulation make you strong. But as I get into them and I evolve from them, I realize that these struggles of life, they come to make you stronger. And while going on these journeys, these tiresome journeys, you know, there is no other friend but the King of all kings. He is my only friend. I've come to realize that. People may be there with you, but sometimes you realize that they're there with you, but they're not even there. You think they're there, and they look like they're there, but they are not there. So it's just one person, the God of all gods. And all you got to do, if you're going on your struggles right now as you watch this video, for whatever it is that you're going through, we go through different things in different phases at different times. And I want you to know one thing especially. Don't think that if you're going through a specific struggling now, and when you get over it, don't you ever forget that there are others to come. Why? It is the journey of life. Each struggling, each challenging challenges that you evolve from. It gives you the strength to take on another. Most of the times, or all of the times maybe, you don't know the next one. You never know. But look here, it is not meant for you to break down. Sometimes, you know, a little breakdown come along. Yeah, because we are in the human flesh. We are in the flesh. The flesh is weak. I've often said that. Maybe I don't say it enough. This flesh that we are in, it's weak. It has no strength. You got to dwell on the spirit within. You see what I'm saying? That is why, if you so desire, you are to connect with the Spirit of God. Because God, I don't know, somebody we're in enough flesh, you know. So I want to ask you, how do you see God? How do you see Jesus? Whatever you call him, how do you see him? Do you see him in the form of flesh? Do you see him as picture that they paint in robes and clothing of white? Do you see him like that? Well, I actually don't. I actually don't. He is a spirit. He is in active form. He can be in this glass of water. He could be in the form of my head tie. Yeah, he could be in any form because he's a spirit. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know how you see the Spirit of God. It's up to you. But as I go along this journey, I am learning a lot. And I want to share with you sometimes what I learn. People need to know that they're not alone on this journey. You might be lying in the hospital right now. You know what I'm saying? You may be alone somewhere. But if you get, and I've said this so many times, if you allow yourself to to have a relationship, if the spirit within you allows yourself to have a relationship with the Spirit of God, you will not feel alone. Yes, sometimes, as me say in the flesh, you can feel lonely, you feel despondent. But let me tell you, he promises. And I oftentimes encourage you to pray. Because we are going through some troubled times. Not that times have not been troubled. Times have always been troubled, as I can remember as a little girl coming up, a little child coming up. We hear, and you too, often hear your parents talk about the struggles of life. You see them go through the struggles of life. But you know, as kids, I'm not sure how many of you remember. And try to let your kids know that as you go through this struggle of life, and as we go through this phase, because we're not going to be there for the rest of our life, we are going to be departed at some point and gone. They are the ones that are going to have the struggling. So I want you to, as much as you can, get your children together and let them know you will evolve from this struggle of life, and it's going to be for them. So teach them, encourage them, help them. And also, all of us that are going through struggling, some people don't even want to share their struggling. Some people are so proud that they don't want to share because they fear, because this is the internet, they fear what people are going to say. Because even people that are saying things that are so negative, they of themselves are going through their struggling too, but they think that keeping it to themselves and being proud about it and everything, that gives them the solution. No, it doesn't. Yes, so I had to go deal with something. So as we go through this journey of life, and as I said, you got to get your kids together and to try. Those who will listen, some of them, they don't want to listen, but you need to encourage them, to teach them, to show them that, look, as we evolve as parents and guardians from this era, and you are the ones that are coming up to take our space, our positions, you're going to be having these struggling to deal with too, So you have to help them, if they so want to listen, how to ride out these storms of life. Because look here, you don't think that if you go through a storm now, it's the end of it. Don't cock up your foot. Always say cock up foot over here, so. But look here, if you cock up your foot, make sure when you're cocking up, you're prepared to take it down and to go to 10 to something. And as I'm making this video right now, I had to pause because I heard something. I heard one of my plugs there over the sink flickering. And it's not supposed to be like that. So I had to stop. But I have to take down my foot to go attend to it. So it is the journey of life. I know it's a lot, especially with the world is turning different now. Now it's back to school time. There are so many challenges. Parents, financial, physical, all kind of challenge, mental challenge. The mental one, oh Lord. But let me encourage you. And as I always do, don't forget to pray. And praying means, for me, not prim and proper. Let me put it this way then. Talk to God. Talk to the Spirit of God. If you so desire, and everybody in that. So let me clarify myself. Sometimes you feel weak. But I just want to encourage you. On your weakest day, try to even say, Lord, my strength is weak today. My strength is weak today. Help me through. That is going to be your prayer. For the days when you're so weak, I can attest. And if you can't attest to them, talk to, type amen. There are days then I am so weak. My mind is all over the place. Everything that happens never happened good. Those days, them now go nowhere, even though you're praying, because it is what strengthens you. So all you gotta say today, Lord, I'm so weak. Please strengthen me. That's my prayer today. Ask for that strength. And in that strength there, something else would have worse come now where I got through, because I've learned, or I've grown to realize that when you ask for strength, more challenges come. Because each time you go through one challenge, for me, it makes me stronger. Learn to share. Don't keep everything. Yes, irrespective of what people want to say. Because as I said to you, just like back a few minutes back, some of the people who are ridiculing you when you share your story, them I got through for them too, But that's their thing. That's their thing. Sometimes they ridicule you because they are in the business of ridiculing other people. So that's just their thing. But I want to encourage you to say a word of prayer. I am into saying a word of prayer every day. Over the past years, that any given day I don't pray, all hell let loose. That is what that's happened. If I don't say a word of prayer, I realize that all else starts breaking loose. You know, so it's like you go to the doctor and the doctor say you have to take this medication one every day for the rest of your life. So I've got to say a prayer every day for the rest of my life. Amen to that. And as I said, there are days that I'm so weak. I'm actually out of everything. But I say, Lord, I'm so weak today. Help me through, strengthen me, and that's just it. Because he knows more than I do. So, no, right now, yeah, watch this and you may be going through. I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe you may be a pastor. You may be a teacher. You may be missionary. You could be a principal, a bank manager, a prime. I don't know. But we all go through stuff. And as much as you're in a position that everyone, the world looks upon you, you're in a position that when you step in a room, the crowd is looking for you to deliver. And that day, or on this day, or on a specific day, you just cannot deliver. Because the world is looking upon you as a superman or a superwoman to say, yeah, you've got to have the answers, you've got to have it all every day. It's not like that. It doesn't matter your position, you are still a human. And it doesn't matter, some days you are weak. I'm telling you that. Okay? I have spoken, or I have dialogue. You know, I have friends who are, I'm not going to say profession. And if I should say the profession, and they have been going through struggle, I never said no. And I have got to reach out and to open my mouth to help. And you would have said, no, man. But I looked at it and I said, wow, this is just one human. Just one human. So look at everybody. Doesn't matter the position that they're in, as a human. And as I said before, and I'm going to say it again, the flesh is weak. No matter how much vitamin you want to take. When the weakness of this flesh comes along, no vitamin can withstand it. There's only one thing that can withstand the weakness of this flesh, is prayer. So you gotta pray, gotta take it easy, yeah. Me know say kids going back to school, so you're going back to college. You sending out kids for the first time. You're worried, oh Lord, oh they're the small ones. What is gonna happen, especially with all the craziness that is happening all over the world? You're so concerned. You forgot your job. Oh yes, you're going to university, and your biggest son or your biggest daughter or one of your kids are starting university with you too, because you got to get that degree and you want to pity them forget it too. It's a lot. It's challenging. You're going through marital problems. You're going through relationship problems, and everybody look for say, oh, I'm the superwoman, I'm the superman. Say a little prayer. And sometimes it's best for you to say something to God than oppose to ask people to pray for you. Yeah. I think these are times when you need to start opening your mouth and start talking to God for yourself, as opposed to ask people. Because them need to talk for them. They need to talk to God about their situation too. Yeah, even pastor and missionary and deacon, they have got to ask for strength too, you know. Yes, they got to. They've got to. Because these are serious times. These are different times. I'm just checking in to say to you, be strong. Yeah, not vitamin strong, but prayerfully strong. That's the strength we need. We need spiritual strength. Flesh strength can't stand, cause your pinch, it's it's hot, you know. Me can't, and it leaves a scar. Because the flesh is weak. So I just want to say thank you again. Sophia, once more thanks. And I'm waiting to see who is gonna be next. Yeah. Sometimes you don't see me post for your time. But sometimes I have a number that you can reach out to me and ask me, Stevie, alright, you can do that too, you know. I'm not always okay. I'm okay in the spirit, you know, but mentally sometimes, in the flesh, I'm not okay because I've been going through my struggling too. But I know that this is it. You know, some time ago, some years ago, Kemar girl was in prep school. At one time she was in prep school, Jer was in college, and you know those fees paid. I opted to pay Jer's school fee when he was in college by the semester. And you know, prep school in Jamaica always pay by the semester too. And let me tell you, I can remember it was like summer like this, you know, finishing, going on to Christmas term. And she was graduating from prep. And Jer was, I think Jer was just starting his upper level in the bachelor. And it was so hard. At that point, I didn't start YouTube. I was nowhere near YouTube. And at that point, I was just doing lunches. And if you're here and you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my older videos where I shared with you as just a regular Jamaican woman with no 9-to-5 job, with no degree, how I put my son through college without a student loan. You know, go back and watch those videos. And if you're watching this and if you're here with me and you never watch it, even if you watch it already, go back and watch it. You know, and I went down to Cobb's school. She was going for graduation. And I thought there was some money to be paid. Lots of little, you know, miscellaneous money. And I started, you know, you start budgeting out and say, okay, this for that, that for that, that for that. And she said, Mom, I said, okay, we're going to pay this and pay this one. And then by the time you are ready for graduation, forget your graduations, or that, it must say something like, if you don't pay a certain amount, like you can pay it a few days after, and then you'll pick up your graduation, or whatever, you'll get your exam results, something like that, I don't remember. So I said to her, okay, I'm going to deal with Jer's this and that for Jer, because it's critical, but I'm going to do this and do that for you, I'm going to leave this other one. She said, Mom, no, you can't. They say you've got to do all. And at that point, I know financially I didn't have it. And you know, Dad was low at work. Look, I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to summertime, nobody now fix no couch, nobody now fix no mattress. That thing is not happening. You know what I'm saying? So we know that. And you know, I was just saying like, and then summer to people eating less because they might make preparation for school to open in September. So business was like sort of not so good and all like that. But let me tell you, at that point, I said to her, okay, you're wearing your uniform to the graduation, so you can wear your school shoes. Lord. So I said, okay, we're gonna polish up these school shoes, nice everything. Lo and behold, these school shoes tear off, mash up, tear off. Let me tell you about these challenges of life when they come. And I can remember I was in half a tree and I was just going like a shadow because I had like probably 3 days ahead of me to make things right financially. You know, and I said, God, how do I do this? So I know those nail-biting times. I know those crunch times. But God did it. And you know, when I went by our school to talk, I don't remember what position she held, but she is a very nice lady. And the thing is, whatever school my kids always go to, me and Dad, everybody know. Everybody know. Dad always do, you know, like, and they say they have the sick bay, we always up, Dad always up and say, okay, and, you know, I will, you know, recover the little beds in there. And you know what I'm looking for something, they try to fix a chair, we tear up in the office or something, and we do it free of cost. So we always, they know Dad more than me, because me always have in their home, I do the thing. So, Dad added, you know, we always have this relationship, especially Dad. Any school that our kids go to, especially like, not say like high school per se, they know us, but we never really like getting involved in the high school, but like prep and primary, Dad especially is always. So when I went there, after everything was done, I was talking to her. you know, she said, and I was telling her, she said, why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you come to me? And I would have, you know, I would have done this and I would have done that because you're a good parent. I didn't even know. And it happened too when Jer was graduating from high school too. It happened too. And when I went back and I was talking, she said, the person said, why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you? I can't do anything at this point. You know? So I'm saying this to say that, and I'm coming back. The lady at school, and that was the first time I was hearing this one. God gives his hardest tasks or his hardest challenges to his strongest soldiers. To his strongest soldiers. And I was watching something on my phone a few days back, and I saw that very same thing come up. God gives his hardest challenges. I don't think it's challenge to his strongest soldiers, and they add this horse trotting and trotting through the desert. And I started looking back at myself as this strong horse. Even though I was trotting and go along, I didn't even realize that my strength was there. So if you're going through a lot right now, and it's hard to make up, it's hard to put the pieces together, just look at yourself as this strong soul. You're going, you know, and you think you're not doing it, but you're doing it. Because I thought I wasn't doing anything, but I had to find the money to buy that school new shoes for her to graduate in with her uniform, and I had to pay what they say that I had to pay, and she graduated. So if it is wherever, whatever it is that you're going through, try to remember that you're a soldier in this army, and you're a soldier on this journey of life, and you're doing it. You might think that you're not doing it, but you're doing it. You know, you're doing it. So keep strong, be strong, stay prayed up. Remember, if it is just too hard today, you just say, Lord, I am weak today. I can't make it. Help me. Just do that. Just say it. That's your prayer on your weakest day. You know, don't try to break your chain of prayer on any given day. That's your prayer on your weekdays. Lord, today I'm feeling weak. Because he knows, you know, he knows our flesh, you know, it's called tired, because weak flesh, you know. So be strong. Story times are coming up, man. My life journey, story time, yeah. And I am here. I am doing it. I'm thanking the Lord Jesus. I think I've been going on and on. I'm at 16 minutes and more. So stay prayed up. Whatever it is that you're going through, I don't think you're not gonna be, you know, in it forever. There's an end. But each time the challenge come and you go through, try not to forget that there will be more challenges. Why? Because it is the journey of life, a life with name. Some days it's gonna be nice, some days it's not gonna be nice. But the days when it's not nice, it is molding you. The not nice time. I don't know, maybe to you it doesn't make any sense. But as you go, you will grow into it. The times that are not nice, they are strengthening you for the times to come. Yeah. If it makes sense to you. These hardships, these mountain climbing, these rock climbing, they're building your spiritual muscles. Because it's not over until it's over. Never let the evil around you, never let it take control of you. Steer on top of things. Listen and watch out. Keep your post notification turned on. Leave me a comment below. Talk to me, you know. And look here. We'll catch you again with either another motivational little talk, another St. Mary video. We don't come here. Maybe you will say another party in St. Mary.